All right, so I'm taking some questions. The first question is from Melissa. She says that, wait a minute, Bull Black and Biblical. Make sure you go cop those. Make sure you go cop that. All right, so I'll get back to it. All right, so Melissa said, Minister Ann, how can I make sure that my friend is really walking on her journey? I feel like they is pulling me in four different directions. But my one friend in particular, I'm not going to say her name on here because I don't want no issues, no problems. I don't want nobody getting jumped. I don't want no, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no monitoring spirits. All right? I'm being pulled in four different directions, but my one friend in particular continues to only encourage me when I'm not on my walk. All right, Melissa, I'll say this to you. This is very common. One, so do not be discouraged. You'll find many times that those that see the light in you don't understand the difference between support and surveillance. But you have to have discernment to understand the difference between support and surveillance. If you have people that's in your life that's only encouraging you when you backslide, then they'll never be able to detour you back to the will of God whenever you come out of it. But you have to be uncomfortable when you get outside the will of God. Here's one thing I always say to Christians. Once we are saved, we have to reevaluate our friends. Write them down on one side of the paper. Fold the paper and ask yourself, what do y'all currently have in common? Who God is calling you, can they come with you? Or will they continue to slow you down? This doesn't just pertain to your friends, Melissa. This pertains to your family as well. You'll find many times you will be jealous and envied. Not as far as you being jealous of them, but they will be jealous of you. But listen, let me say this to you. Did you know that blessed means happy, fortunate? But more importantly, for the sake of this conversation, it means to be envied. When you are blessed and you have the light inside of you, you will be envied. There's going to be people that's next to you that don't want to congratulate you, but they want to take your spot. They want the blessings that's given to you. I want you to know this. God doesn't necessarily want to isolate you right now. So don't think that just because I'm telling you to reevaluate your friends, you'll be lonely. There's a difference, Melissa, between a burial and a planting. But if you're not careful, it looks the same. A burial, so when you have a shovel in dirt and you bury them in last season and you leave them there. A planting takes shovel and dirt as well. But it also takes an uprooting. Melissa, who do you have to bury that you brought into the next season? What do you have to plant? But first, uproot the things that you thought you knew better and had wisdom on, but you was really spiritually immature. And sometimes that's people, places, and things. Enjoy the rest of your day. But do not play the position of God. Ask yourself this, something to reflect on. How did God get your attention? Because maybe, just maybe, he has to do the same for your friend or your friends that's pulling you in four different directions. He has to get their attention. And sometimes that means you taking your hand off of them. You can still love them from a distance. You could cover them with prayer. But this may be a season of separation. I pray this helps.